If you suspect or have discovered business fraud, here's the first couple things you should do before you jump in and muddy the waters with some excess activity. First thing is document your observations. If you see something on a spreadsheet in your CRM, some physical activity that you see, document that quickly, because once you start getting into more observation or discovering where it goes, some of those things might be concealed and you might not have access to those records. Carefully consider who you're going to notify. Even if you have a strong board of directors or management team, once you notify people, it opens up the possibility of leaks, and those leaks might be inadvertent, but they might flush out the people who are doing the fraud, and it might extend beyond who you think it is. So you don't want to indicate what you're looking for until it's absolutely necessary. Also, get legal advice before you file an insurance claim, because you want to make sure that you're not filing a claim for something that's not covered, or that you may want to have more documentation before you present it to your insurer. If you're going to use the public sector, law enforcement, prosecutors, district attorneys, before you do that, you want to have the case basically on a silver platter. In most cases, a corporate fraud type scenario is not going to be of high interest to local law enforcement unless it meets a certain threshold of dollars, usually in the millions of dollars, or unless the case is completely tied up and ready for them to prosecute. They won't do much investigation or research until the case is to that point. You can also run afoul of malicious prosecution. If you have law enforcement come in and start investigating employees that you don't have documented, the employee can claim that you're maliciously prosecuting them for some other reason, and that might create liability for you. Investigate from the outside in. So if you know there's something going on, do the research in areas that won't be discovered by the fraudsters until absolutely necessary. Look from the outside and gradually use the layers going in until you get to the point where the person involved is going to be aware of it. Those are the best first steps to take in a corporate fraud investigation, and it'll get you the best results without liability.